In 2011, the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom was passed and the Constitution of Jamaica was amended. And this Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms, it was now inserted into the Constitution. And in this Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedoms comes Section 13(3)(j). And under that section, that is the section that provides for your right to privacy. Yes. So when you see the police stopping you on the road, asking you to open your cell phone, if you choose not to open your cell phone, then what you need to understand is that, guess what? You have a constitutional right to privacy. And as such, you can choose not to open your cell phone or an electronic device. And if it is that you choose not to open your cell phone or an electronic device, and the police at that point decides that they are going to arrest you because you fail or refuse to open your device, then they will now breach your right to privacy, that is number one. And then they will also now be taking it a step further to an unlawful arrest. And if they really take you into custody, then they will now open up themselves to a lawsuit for malicious prosecution against the state, in which taxpayers will continue to pay a lot of dollars if this happens. So you all need to understand that you have the constitutional right to privacy. And if it is that any state agent decide that they want to breach that right, then it is not something that is done easily. They have to go to a court, and a court will now have to look into whether or not whatever reason the state agent gives for wanting to breach, for the court to allow them to infringe upon your privacy rights, then that is how the police will get the chance to breach your rights. And they can't just get up and say, oh, they suspect that you're involved in lottery scamming, or they suspect that you have identity information in your phone, so they need a production order. No. And there's a well-known case, I think it's the case of Issa, that case where the Amoy Leon Issa against the Attorney General. Yeah, that case is a case that dealt with a production order where the police was investigating the murder of a child, wanted to go into the cell phone of Miss Issa, and she didn't allow them. And they went to the court, got a production order under the Cyber Crimes Act, and the court granted the order for the Miss Issa to open the cell phone. Now, in that case, the parish court judge, in granting the order, was of the view that it was justifiable at that point for the court to allow a breach of the young lady's constitutional right to privacy, because it was in the interest of solving a crime, and a crime of murder. And they went on to say that based on what the police presented, perhaps the cell phone itself could have captured something that could have assisted the investigation and perhaps solved the murder of a child. So in those circumstances, the court gave the production order for the cell phone to be opened. So you will realize that it is not this simple where a person will just stop you on the road and tell you that open your phone. And if you don't open your phone, then they want to take you to station and lock you up. No, it doesn't go like that. So what should you do if it is that you encounter situations like these? Well, it's up to you, but you have a constitutional right to privacy. So if you refuse to open your phone and the police take you to the station for that, then you have to comply. But ensure that what you do is get an attorney at law and you file a lawsuit against the state. Now, it is very important for you to be smart. A lot of times you go around and you see persons quarreling with the police, videoing, and you're creating a lot of excitement. So you all need to stop doing that. What you need to do is to ensure that you have your proper secret recording devices that capture proper videos, right? So that if it is that this really happened and you can capture on a device that is clear that you were arrested because you refused to open your electronic device or your cell phone, so that an agent of the state can look at your personal information, then certainly that will be a matter that you can get your attorney at law and file a suit against the state. All right? And if it is that you're arrested for that reason, then certainly that is malicious prosecution.